Dillon Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, Hoosier Hardware, In Focus Eye Care, Jeremy Payton, Edward Jones, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, and Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, the only health and living community, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Summer Seamless Guttering, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Springer Insurance, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Whitfield Investments, and the Orange County Community Foundation. Now, let's head to the action. This is Mix 95.3 WUME, your home for local sports.
The defending state Class A champion Orleans Bulldogs begin defense of their title right where it started last year here at Jack Butcher Arena at Lagodi High School as the Bulldogs open up Class A Sectional 62, taking on the Washington Catholic Cardinals. Good evening, everybody, from Jack Butcher Arena. Dave Dedrick along with Aaron Freed. It's time now for Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ. Streaming live on WUME953.com and ask Alexa to play Mix 95.3 WUME. Well, this is a loaded sectional, as it always is. 8 strong teams coming in, 2 of them rated in the top 5, one of those being the Orleans Bulldogs. As we look at the sectional bracket here at Lagodi, tonight it is Orleans 18-4 taking on Washington Catholic 0-22. Game 2 tonight will be Vincennes Reveille 6-15 taking on Medora 13-10. 2 more games tomorrow night, and this is what everybody's been talking about since the draw came out. It's Lagodi 15-8 against the number 2 team in Class A, Bar Reeve 21-1, and in the nightcap on Wednesday, North Davies will play Shoals. The Cougars are 14-8 and Shoals 7-16. When we continue with the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. Aaron Freed will join me, and we'll talk about this matchup tipping off Hoosier Hysteria at Jack Butcher Arena tonight between the Dogs and the Cardinals. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
When you're a member at Hoosier Hills Credit Union, something feels different.
I don't feel like a customer, I feel like a valued member.
Because here, it's not just banking, it's service, care, and community.
The difference with Hoosier Hills is real people who genuinely care.
When others just saw numbers, Hoosier Hills saw me.
Here, it's not a transaction, it's a relationship. It's not just banking, it's belonging. Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Belong to something more. Visit HoosierHills.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
When you suffer the loss of a loved one, you can count on the Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli. They have a 55-year history of serving the needs of families in Orange and surrounding counties. They provide only the best professional services in the most compassionate manner to care for you during this difficult time. You can always count on the Dillman Scott Funeral Home, as generations of families have done for many years. Call 812-723-2276 today. We're here when you need us the most. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Every day, children in our community enter the court systems because of abuse or neglect, and they need someone to speak up for them. That's where CASA comes in. Our volunteers stand beside them, making sure their voices are heard and their best interests come first. It's incredibly important work, and we need more people willing to make a difference. I'm Chrissy Evans, Orange County CASA Director. If you've ever wondered how you could help a child in a meaningful way, I'd love to talk with you. Call 812-723-2411.
Bulldogs enter postseason play coming off a highly successful regular season, going 18-4, wound up being number 4 in Class A when it was all said and done in the USA Today poll. Well, Washington Catholic, it was a struggle this year, Aaron, at 0-22. And you look at this, and of course, it's definitely a mismatch on paper, but fortunately for Washington Catholic, games are played on paper.
That's right. You gotta play them. You gotta play them in the gym, and it's a new season for everybody. And it's 0-0. And Orleans has got to come out to a good start today. Do everything solid defensively. Turn over Washington Catholic. Try to get to the rim. Don't settle for jump shots. Washington Catholic's going to be excited. They're going to be ready to play. Everybody gets excited during sectional time, and we'll get their best shot. And I just hope the Bulldogs are ready to play, and I think they will be. Well, Orleans, you and I were just talking about it here in recent years. Have had great success here at Jack Butcher Arena, and they have a path that could possibly get them back to a championship game on Saturday night. That's the way the path looks. I think for Orleans, the draw couldn't have been much better. And you're going to have to beat 2 quality teams any way you look at it, and anybody that wins this sectional has a chance to do some damage in the tournament.
Well, you look back at the history of this sectional, all, including Orleans, all of the teams that have come out of this sectional, they have been state champions within the last 15 years.
So, you win this sectional with these teams in here, it's quite an accomplishment, but then your path, you're well tested for the rest of the tournament.
Well, I had a chance to talk as we continue with the Team OC pregame show with head coach Peyton Catt of Washington Catholic and Tom Bradley of Orleans. We'll get their thoughts on this opening game of sectional. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home, protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
As we roll on with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Peyton Catt of Washington Catholic joins us now. His team ready to match up with Orleans in this opening game of the sectional, and we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But, Coach, your team, unfamiliar with the fans from Orleans because you're not on our schedule, haven't played for a lot of years. So if you would kind of tell us about this year's team and how the season has gone for you.
Well, this year we are very, very young. We got a senior with a couple sophomores starting and a freshman. So we are very young. We're really dependent on this senior with our leadership and a couple others that have really helped us build our culture, what we were trying to get to in a couple years. This is going to be a great matchup because Orleans is such a good team. It's going to be so we want to do in the future. Right. And so that's why I've been telling these boys, I'm like, hey, this is something to be very proud of. We get to play Orleans and such a great team and a great coach as well. So, but WC, they've been learning a lot. We have a new culture, new system, and just keep continuing to buy in. And that's going to be great things to happen.
What are some of the new things you're trying to institute, Coach?
Just the little things. It's like we are going to be one of the known teams to hustle day in, day out. I know our record hasn't been really the best this year, but we're progressing a lot, and that's something to be really proud of. These boys are coming in every single day and to work hard and just to learn more about basketball because we're such a small school. And we got to play multiple sports. They got to know how to play soccer, tennis, golf, all the above, and basketball is something that is very, very tough. But they have really, really bought in, and just continuing with that process is going to be a really fun thing to do.
What's the biggest improvements in your eyes that you've seen your team make this season?
They're ready to shoot. They're ready to shoot and ready to drive the basketball. And that's something we've been wanting to do all season long. Get it down to the post, be ready to shoot, stay down, and be confident. Something we really need to start focusing on in the future and down to our lower levels is just have that confidence in yourself that you can do it.
You mentioned that's kind of your offensive style. Defensively, what will you try and do tonight?
Defensively, they have size on us, and there's no doubt about that. But just continue to box out, fight over those screens, just give it your all. Just do the little things, and who knows what might happen.
All right, what about that matchup in detail? What's your scouting report, and what do you have to do to win tonight?
Just the little things again, and just keep boxing out, get them off the boards, and just be ready to shoot. We know Orleans is going to have that pressure on us, and we had to be strong with the basketball. To show and have that confidence in ourselves is something that's really going to be great, especially with this experienced team in Orleans. They went to state last year. It's so fun for these kids to really match up with them, and that's why I just keep telling them, keep being positive with them. We just got to control the pace and box out.
Yeah, controlling the pace there a little bit. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So control the pace. What else you want to do here?
Just continue to work hard on defensive end, have that boxing out, and just hustle on every single play. Loose ball is ours, 50-50, and don't give up is the biggest thing we need to do.
Line up for your ball club tonight.
So we have freshman guard, number 12, Hank Haig. He's been a real scrappy player for us, and he's going to be improving a lot. Number 12, Brody Bogus. Number 21, Nick Basler. And number 50, Giancarlos Montoya. They're all sophomores. They have a year under the belt, and they're improving every single day. Our senior is number 23, Abdu Asghar. He has been our leader. He's been the one bringing it every single night. And no matter what it is, he's going to give it our all, and that's something I've been really proud about him.
And then off your bench?
So number 22, Santiago Lopez, has transitioned to our sixth man just to get something off the bench for our scoring option. Number 30, Jace Hammer, is a junior. He's going to be someone we need to look up to leadership next year as being a senior. He's been a real defensive scrappy guard, as well as number 4, Lane Stahl. He is a 6'3" senior who gives us valuable minutes on the defensive end, and as well a bunch of height to look down low in the post.
Coach Cat, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
Thank you so much, and thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate that. Head Coach Peyton Cat of Washington Catholic. Stay tuned. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WFEZ.
Looking for top-notch fuel that keeps your engine running smoothly? Pull into Riley Oil, your trusted supplier of marathon fuels. With convenient locations in Paoli, Orleans, and Hardinsburg, we've got you covered. Enjoy the ease of paying at the pump 24/7 or swing by Paoli where we'll pump the gas for you. Grab a snack and drink and be on your way with Riley Oil, fueling your journey every mile of the way.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Cowcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Cowcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Cowcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Are your retirement savings scattered about several employer-sponsored plans and individual IRAs? Let a Raymond James financial advisor provide you with education on what options you may have. Each may have potential benefits and drawbacks. So we'll consider your specific situation and discuss how best to address your unique needs and goals. Call financial advisors Jamie Sullivan and Jenny Baker at 812-849-2670. Located in Mitchell today and take control of your retirement assets. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, life well planned.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Tom Bradley of Orleans joins us now. Dogs ready to take the floor tonight and open up sectional play against Washington Catholic. We'll talk about that matchup here in just a few minutes. But, Coach, the regular season now in the rearview mirror for us. And as you look at it overall, your thoughts and assessments of the regular season for the Dogs heading into postseason play.
Well, when you start a new season, obviously, Dave, you're going to be down a few players from last year, and so you got places that you need to figure out who's going to play those minutes, and that takes a little bit of a while and practice time and so forth. But it seems like we've come along pretty well. We've lost a few guys that were pretty important parts for our season last year, and we knew we had some pretty good candidates. And so by the time we get to Christmas time, I thought we were playing pretty well. We figured out who needs to play those spots and the minutes that they need to play. And since then, we've been playing pretty consistently. We had a really good month last month and played really well throughout January as well. And just think we're peaking at the right time. The only problem we've had is a few health issues and that kind of thing. But in terms of understanding what we want to get done on the court, I think we're doing a nice job and coming along about what we hope it would be.
All right, Coach. Well, now we settled in, get ready for postseason play. Had a tough game on Friday night on senior night, but yet it's a game that we talked about on Coach's Corner, one that you can always build on whether you win or lose.
Yeah, we've had some games like that here recently. Some of our opponents coming in have been having good seasons, and Brownstown has some good height and good shooters and so forth. And yeah, that was a team there that we knew we were going to have to play well to win that basketball game, and we did pretty well most of the time. We led the game the entire first three quarters, and just kind of let us slip away from us there late because they made some shots and we didn't. And that's just one of those things that happens every once in a while. But I think that was a game that our kids understand that makes them better by playing somebody like that with the size that they have and also with the shooting ability that they possess. So all in all, it was a loss, but then again, it was a learning experience for us and seasoned us a little bit and get us ready to go for the tournament.
Well, speaking of the tournament tonight, Coach, you start things off with Washington Catholic. Have no control when you're going to play, on what night, or who you're going to play, but you're right out of the gate here tonight. You like that part of the section that you're in early and ready to go?
Well, I think so. I think the kids are ready. And, sometimes it's kind of hard waiting around. And the way it goes now, everybody's getting their games in on Tuesday and Wednesday, so that's not like it's a big difference in terms of when you play or anything, but they're always fine, and I think our kids like that first game, getting over there and not have to wait. I know that you get kind of nervous sitting there in the crowd waiting to, is this game ever going to get over so we can play our game, so to speak? And so we're going to get off that bus, get ready to play right then. And so I think that's a good thing for us.
And it has been in the past, Coach, and is again this year. It's going to be a very tough sectional, and going to take you three really good games to get to Saturday night and cut down the nets again.
It's always tough in the tournament. It doesn't really matter who you draw and so forth. You know you're going to get your best shot. You're going to give your best shot, and then you're going to get the best shot of the other team because it's a one-and-done situation. And so we like going into this where we're at right now, like I mentioned earlier, Dave, and it really doesn't matter who you're going to play. You're going to have to play, like you just mentioned, 3 games. And all 3 games you're going to have to play your best.
What about this game tonight, Coach, to start things off with Washington Catholic?
Washington Catholic is somebody new to us. I can't ever recall playing them before. Back when I was in school, we did play them a couple times, but that's been a long time ago, as we know. But getting a chance to play somebody different, somebody that, like we just mentioned, we had never played before. They've struggled a little bit to win games this year, as we all know, but it's one and out. It's just that situation where you just got to have that one perfect night, when you could play really well. So we respect them in terms of what they bring to the table, and we're going to have to go over and do our best.
All right, Coach, what do the Dogs got to do offensively, defensively to win and advance tonight?
Our situation has been pretty similar throughout. We don't really prepare in terms of, this team likes to do this team likes to do this. Yes, we talk about that, but we talk about ourselves. We talk about this is what we got to continue to do. We say, maybe they're a good offensive rebound team, and we will point that out to our kids about we got to make sure we block out every single time, whatever. But it's a lot about what we're doing consistently throughout, and we use the word focus this year about just focus on the things that you've been taught all year long, make sure that we understand how to do those. And so it's nothing different if we were playing anybody different, or we wouldn't do anything different if we're playing anybody else. It's just take care of ourselves. Play the game that we know how to play.
All right, Coach, you come out with Washington Catholic here tonight. What do you talk about, as you mentioned, focused on, but what will be your message before you send your team right out on the floor tonight?
Well, the other night we talked about this in practice, that we were looking at the pictures on the wall and saying, this is what the pinnacle is about tournament time and how everybody's so much up for this and so forth. And we know that, like we just mentioned, that you got to be on your best, or you're going to go home early. And so we just want to give our kids the idea of let's not worry about who we're playing. Let's just go out and do our things and get comfortable and just focus on the things we've done for the past 22 games. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I think you can make it too big about the raw stuff and all that. And you go out and just take care of business and do your best, and we'll see what happens.
And, of course, though, Coach, a unique situation because this team knows what it takes to get to Indianapolis and be a state champion.
And that's a help, I would think, in terms of they understand that anybody can beat you at any
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Tired of slow internet and weak Wi-Fi? Get connected with Orange County Fiber, your local reliable fiber internet service. With powerful parental controls, device prioritization, and built-in cybersecurity, your whole family can browse, stream, and game with confidence. And that's not all. Some plans even include indoor and outdoor cameras or video doorbells for extra peace of mind. Call Orange County Fiber at 812-865-2229. Fast, safe, and smart internet for your home or business.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Looking for a reliable landline phone service you can trust? With Orange County Fiber, you'll get crystal clear phone service that's perfect for staying connected. Home or business, we've got plans that fit. Bundle with fiber service or home security monitoring and save every month. Count on the local service you already know and trust with Orange County Fiber. Visit us at www.myremc.coop or call 812-865-2229. Simple, dependable service made just for you.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat Low-Fill Insulation System makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat Insulation System by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Every day, children in our community enter the court systems because of abuse or neglect, and they need someone to speak up for them. That's where CASA comes in. Our volunteers stand beside them, making sure their voices are heard and their best interests come first. It's incredibly important work, and we need more people willing to make a difference. I'm Chrissy Evans, Orange County CASA Director. If you've ever wondered how you could help a child in a meaningful way, I'd love to talk with you. Call 812-723-2411.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Back to Jack Butcher Arena. Sorry for some technical delays. They tried to put in a little video show, and it knocked everything out along Crest Road the first time that they have done it, and got a little bugs to work out, but we're ready to go. Dogs have jumped out to a quick 1-0 lead on a free throw by Alex DeWitt. Here's a steal by Nate Brown. He's going to drive the length of the court, lay it up, and good. And just like that, the Dogs lead it 3-0 over WC. Dogs extend their full court pressure. They go man-to-man, trouble getting it in. Looking finally, Basler has to come in, knocked away from Montoya to DeWitt, who lays it up and in. And the Dogs, once again, using that pressure to come away with an easy basket. All of a sudden lead it now 5-0 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Haig falls down in the backcourt, and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Peyton Catt to save that possession. 6:43 to go here in the first quarter of play. You get a chance to take you through the Sullivan Consulting of Raymond James starting lineups. First of all, for Washington Catholic at forwards, number 21, Nick Basler, 6'1", and a sophomore, averaging 3.7. He's joined up front by number 23, Abu Askar, 6'2", and a senior, 4 points per ball game. And the other forwards, number 50, John Carlos Montoya. Guard combination, Brady Bogus, number 11, 5'9", and a sophomore, 5.2. And Hank Haig, 5'7", and a freshman. For the Bulldogs, at forward, number 11, Nolan Robbins, 6'2", a senior, 3.9. 23 is Alex DeWitt, 6'3", and a senior, 16.1. At center, number 25, Mason Freed, 6'6", and a senior, 3.1. And in the backcourt, Owen Gilbert and Nate Brown. Again, full court pressure. Get it into Askar near the 10-second line. He is tied up. Robbins reaches in, just slips and steals that ball away from him. Long lead pass to DeWitt as he drives and got it to fall. And Alex DeWitt off to a quick start. And so are the Dogs as they lead it 7-0 here with 90 seconds gone. Bogus in the backcourt takes it down the left sideline against the press. His pass is deflected, stolen away. DeWitt and a combination of Nate Brown. And as Nate Brown gets down low into the lane, he is going to be bumped and fouled, and that will slow things down a little bit for the Cardinals. But again, Aaron, kind of what we thought we'd see at the start of this ball game.
Yeah, it came out with pressure. Like you said, a young basketball team. Orleans turned up the pressure with the press, and they're getting some easy looks to start the game.
Into the corner, Robbins going to launch three from the right side, and it's a wedgie. Those are the kind of plays we always laugh about. If you tried it 100 times, you probably couldn't do it 91 time out of 100, could you, Aaron?
That's right. But the good thing about it for Orleans is you get to set your pressure up.
There you go.
So if he's not going to make it, at least you got the press going.
You see Santiago Lopez, 5'11", and a sophomore, is checked in for the first time. Cardinals in their home white, trimmed in red. The Dogs in their traveling black, trimmed in white and red. Give it off in the backcourt to Bogus. Bogus picked up by Gilbert. Bogus with the dribble trap near midcourt. Spin move, lost it, got it back. Gets it into the offensive end, which is an accomplishment now for the Cardinals. Out front, Lopez works between the circles to Montoya. Montoya right in front of the Bulldog bench across lane. He double dribbled. He picked it up, saw that defense flash, and all of a sudden that's turnover number 3 on WC.
They look like a young team, and they look like it's the first time they've played in a sectional, and then you got to give the Bulldogs some credit for their defense.
2-3 zone by the Cardinals. Looking to the high post, but they're going to lob it over the top. That's Nolan Robbins with the basketball gets to the top of the key, and Brown on the left wing fakes three into the arc, takes it all the way to the post. Down the lane he goes, left side. Nice soft touch with the left hand. Up and good by Nate Brown, and it's a 9-0 Bulldog lead by 30 and counting here in the first quarter of play. Full court pressure in the backcourt to Bogus. Bogus down the left sideline behind the back dribble, but Gilbert right there to poke that ball away, still being slapped at, and finally a foul going to be called to slow things down, and that one will go against the Orleans Bulldogs.
That's on number 11, Nolan Robbins. That's his first, team's first.
On the baseline, Montoya to trigger it in, comes into Vogus. Vogus deep in the right corner, works right around the perimeter. It's kind of a 4-out, 1-under type of offense. Spread it out with the dribble drive, faking left, going right, but there's Haig getting his pocket picked by DeWitt. Alex drives left side, laid it up and good. And the Bulldogs are going to have a high percentage shooting if they get shots like that all night long. In the backcourt, Haig has it in a double team, get it up to Montoya, bobbled it, but finally got it back to Lopez. Across the timeline, right side, Bogus to Lopez. He launches a three straight away. It's going to be an air ball. Coming down with it is Haig on the baseline, but he couldn't hold on to it. The ball goes off his knee into the Washington Catholic cheer block across the way. No, that's the Bulldog cheer block, because we got Washington Catholic across the way here. As a good crowd on hand, as you might anticipate for the Dogs in the opening night of sectional play. Up already 11-0. Dogs working around the perimeter of that 2-3 zone. Robbins looking down low to Gilbert, the three-point shooter on the way. And right there, Owen Gilbert wastes no time to bury his first three of the ball game. And it's a 14-0 lead in favor of Orleans. 4:25 and counting. Full court pressure. Lopez in the backcourt needs some help. 5-second count on. DeWitt with a near steal right in front of the Bulldog bench with Coach Tom Bradley assisting, but runs out of room right there, and the ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cardinal basketball.
Got Caden Burning coming in for the first time to replace Mason Freed here for the Bulldogs.
Well, if this game plays out like we thought here, we'll see a lot of Bulldog players, won't we?
Yes, sir.
Inbounds pass with it is Bogus. Bogus between the legs, lost it, and is stolen by Gilbert the other way. Turnover number 5. Gilbert to cutting Nate Brown. He reverses from right to left. Shot would not go. Ball tipped around and finally pulled out of there by Askar. Askar going to let some traffic clear and give it up to Haig. Haig with the basketball, gets it up across the timeline. Dogs drop back in their half-court man-to-man. Haig, the 5'7" freshman, works off a triple screen. Bogus three straight away. Back of the rim, no good. All Bulldogs underneath as that one will be pulled off by DeWitt. Here's Brown, jump pass into the corner. Owen loads up three. Gilbert's shot is in and out, no good. Robbins the offensive rebound on the weak side. His shot would not go. Ball tipped around, and finally DeWitt chases it down. Down the lane, Alex kick it out into the corner. Nate Brown launches three. It's in and out, no good. Again, DeWitt fighting for the rebound. Gets it, now comes to the left side. Put it up, and traffic off the glass, and good. Alex DeWitt, big first quarter. So for the Dogs, 16-0 with 3:20 and counting here in the first quarter of play. Dogs kind of call off that full court pressure. We'll pick them up in the half court. Across the timeline, Bogus gets it into the high post to Lopez. Back to Bogus. Bogus to the right of the key looking for cutters. Had a backdoor cut there, but could not get it to his teammate Haig. Instead, fires it out front to Lopez. Lopez to Haig. Haig again, the young freshman. Gilbert all over him. The Montoya between the circles. Dogs in their half-court man-to-man. Lopez on the right side. Very patient. Here's a long three. Bogus right corner. Good block out by the Bulldogs as Gilbert tips that ball over to DeWitt. Alex brings it up with the dribble. Gets it into the offensive end to Nate Brown. Throws it over the top of that zone. Gilbert loads up three out of the right corner. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound fought for. DeWitt's shot rolls in and out, no good. And finally cleared out of there by Askar. So the Dogs have great shots, just didn't get it to fall, leading at 16-0 with 2:25 to go in the first quarter. Right side, Bogus with the basketball, picked up by Nate Brown, one of the best defenders for the Dogs. Here's Bogus driving down the lane, and he is able to get it up off the glass and good. Score coming at the 2:15 mark to make it 16-2. Gilbert out high to Robbins on the right side, into the corner. Down low, Burning's pass into DeWitt. One dribble and a power move up and good by Alex as he just continues to have those close-in shots and no answer for WC. And Coach Katz said that in the pregame, Aaron. They just did not have the size to match up. As out high, nearly stolen, but Bogus gets it back, partially blocked from behind by Brown. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Cardinals basketball.
I know we hit that first 3 day with Owen, but I kind of like when the Bulldogs go inside first and get those easy shots and then kind of kick it out, play inside out first.
Dogs will make some substitutions as we see Troy Dilly check into the lineup along with Dane Freed. Also, Lane Saub in there. The ball is knocked loose. As good play that time by burning into the passing lane to deflect it out of bounds. That's turnover number 6 here tonight on WC. Minute 45 and counting, 18-2. Dane Freed will bring it up with the dribble against the 2-3 zone. Also, Jace Hantler in there in that last break. And also checking in, as we mentioned, Saub out high, kick it into the corner. Long three by Dilly, left side, no good. Deep rebound pulled down, though, by Nolan Robbins at the top of the key. Dane Freed, three right of the key is up and good. So Dane right out of the gate able to get his first tray to drop down. And it's 21-2 with a minute 15 to go.
Like I said, Dave, just keep taking the threes.
Yeah, we don't need to go inside.
That's right.
We'll worry about that later. That's a different part of the game we can work on when we get later on in this contest. Down low, ball knocked away from Saab, but it's going to be recovered out high by Hammer. Hammer looking down low to the high post. Give it off to Askar. The ball knocked away by Burning. Ball loose, stolen out of there. Nolan Robbins with it. He heads the other way. 3-on-3. Dump it off down low. DeWitt in traffic. Put it up and a power dribble off the glass and good. And Alex DeWitt, a huge first quarter already here for the Dogs. Double figures already, isn't he?
Yeah, we got 11.
11 of the 23. 23-2. Down to the final 35 seconds of this first quarter. Working on the right side to Hammer, passed it into the lane. Askar has it, dribbles down the right side, cut off there nicely by Burning. And then Dane Freed with the steal and pickpocket goes all alone, lays it up and good. It's a quick 5 off the bench for Dane Freed with 20 seconds to go. 25-2 as all Bulldogs, as they've come out playing their game with that pressure defense and really limiting what the Cardinals can do. Here's a pass deflected in the lane, stolen by Freed. Long lead pass to Witt ahead of the pack. Alex lays it up and good.
13 for Alex.
And the Bulldogs' run keeps continuing, 27-2. Three-quarter court shot going to be way short by Bogus. And that'll be the first quarter of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. All Bulldogs in the opening game of the Lagodi Sectional, 27-2. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Looking for top-notch fuel that keeps your engine running smoothly? Pull into Riley Oil, your trusted supplier of marathon fuels. With convenient locations in Paoli, Orleans, and Hardinsburg, we've got you covered. Enjoy the ease of paying at the pump 24/7, or swing by Paoli where we'll pump the gas for you. Grab a snack and drink and be on your way with Riley Oil, fueling your journey every mile of the way.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jeremy Payton, your Bedford Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Edward Jones and Jeremy Payton is a proud sponsor of high school sports on WUME. For all of your investment needs, call Jeremy Payton or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Dogs in the first quarter of play. They'll get the ball to start period number 2. WC drops back into that 2-3 zone. Dane Freed out on the court along with Troy Dilly as he dribbles to the high post right side to Freed. Dane along with Mason Freed in there as well. Alex DeWitt. And in there will be Blaze Tolliver, the 5 out there for the Dogs. DeWitt has it on the right wing, steps in, fires a 15-footer, rims in and out, no good. And the rebound pulled down, the second of the game by Hank Haig. Haig joined out on the court by Lopez along with Hammer as they set up at the double high post set. Working over is Bassler and get everybody situated along the corner. As dribbling in, Hammer looks on the baseline. His pass intended for Montoya is stolen out of there by Tolliver. He'll give it up in the backcourt, and Dilly to Tolliver to Dane Freed to Tolliver around the perimeter. Working on that right side, Tolliver has the basketball. Give it off out front to Burning. Caden at 6'2" and a senior, getting a lot of minutes as we expected here tonight. Into the high post to Mason. He'll kick it out around the perimeter to Tolliver. Into Dilly right side. Dane Freed, another 3 on the way. Nearly banked it in. It's going to be a long rebound. Here's Dilly down the lane. A couple of dribbles. Put it back up and in. Troy Dilly just waited for the path to clear open, and he's able to take it down. The Dogs, 9 rebounds already, and of those 9, 5 have come on the offensive end for those second chance opportunities. Lopez has it out high to the right of the key. Orleans going to drop back in a 2-1-2, trying to fire it on the baseline to Montoya, but good quick movement on the backside of that defense, Aaron, to smack that one out of bounds.
Right. It looks like Orleans in a kind of a 2-3 there, start the second quarter, and being very active, though, with their hands.
Orleans is kind of play around and do what they want to do in different defenses. We've seen man-to-man. We've seen some full court now, this 2-3 zone for Coach Tom Bradley. Hammer, a long, high-arcing three, top of the key, hit the front of the rim, and it goes out of bounds to the Bulldog bench, and it'll be Orleans basketball. Dogs lead it comfortably already, 29-2, as we are just a couple of minutes in here to this second quarter of play. Out high, Dane Freed has it, works around the perimeter to Dilly, to Freed to the right side to Tolliver. Tolliver with the ball, number 12 between the circles, work it out high to Burning, into the corner to Dilly. Dilly looking, survey, skip pass into the corner to Tolliver. He dribbles into the lane. Nice shot in traffic. Comes up too hard off the heel of the rim. No good. And the rebound cleared off by Lopez. Lopez will give it off in the backcourt, and Haig will bring it up across the timeline. Haig will set it up against the 2-3 zone. High post pass to Montoya. Fires it out into the corner right side to Basler. Basler picked up there by Burning. On the baseline, kick it out to Santiago. Right on the wing, working as Basler to Lopez. Lopez to Haig. Into the corner right side. Hammer has it, looking. He comes cross court. Oh, and Dilly got a fingertip on it, but just couldn't get enough of a handle on it to come up with the steal and head the other way.
Troy Dilly's been very active since he's been in there, Dave, as far as getting rebounds and playing some good defense. Got a bucket. He's pretty active.
Now, that's his style of game. He wants to be in there and just kind of be the guy that you don't want to play against. He's going to be right up in you all the time on the defensive end. Down the lane, driving the ball, poked away from Basler, loose on the floor. Mason Freed. That'll be turnover number 11. And then as the Dogs try to move it up court, a little bit of miscommunication there between Mason trying to get an outlet pass to Tolliver, sails out of bounds, and that's just the first turnover for Orleans.
That's still one they won't like. That's
true.
Tom will not like that. An unforced turnover right there. That will not sit very well.
Checking back in will be at number 23, Askar. He was a starter, and also joined by Bogus, who checked back in at that break. About 8 deep is what the Washington Catholic Cardinals will go. High post pass tipped away, loose on the floor, down there with it, looking, and finally Burning with a good steal on his seat. Lead pass to Dilly on the left wing. He'll slow it up to Dane Freed. Dane with the basketball goes right side to Tolliver. Tolliver around the perimeter to Dilly. Work it to Mason Freed on the left wing. Mason give it out high with the dribble. Comes out to Tolliver. Left side with it is Freed. Oh, he's got a nice cut down the lane to Dilly, and he just pulls up a little 5-footer. And good ball movement that time, and a nice assist by Dane Freed to make it 31-2 with 4:20 to go here in the first half of play. Working on the right side, Lopez. He'll fire it out front to Montoya. Montoya give it off to Lopez. Lopez to Montoya. They work it around the circle. Dogs drop back into a 1-2-2 zone this trip down. Just kind of keep the Cardinals off balance. Bounce pass to Bogus to the left of the key. Bogus looking into the high post. The ball poked away from behind. Dane Freed with the steal. Dane will bring it up with the dribble. Veers to the right side, trying to hit Mason through the pass behind him. Ball on the floor. Dane goes down and gets it, but then the ball is finally recovered on the floor that time. A good job by Lopez, and a quick timeout taken by Coach Cat again to save the possession. 3:52 to go here in the first half of play. All Orleans 31-2. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Springer Insurance is proud to support our Paoli Rams as they work toward a successful season. The hard work that goes into training and preparation is something we truly value. Mark, Daniel, Thomas, and Greg will work with our team at Indiana Farmers Insurance to find the best coverage for your home, auto, farm, or business. Visit us at Springer Insurance in Orleans or call 812-865-3133. We love taking care of customers as much as we love our Rams. Go Rams!
Looking for a bank that actually puts you first? Then it's time to meet Springs Valley Bank and Trust Company, where banking feels a little more human. Whether you're saving for a rainy day, chasing your first home, or planning that someday retirement dream, we've got your back every step of the way. Enjoy personal service, local decisions, and real people who care about your goals. Stop by your local Springs Valley Banking Center or visit us online at svbt.bank to get you started. Loyal to you, your family, and your future. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dogs jumped out to a 16-0 lead and have not looked back here with 3:40 to go in the first half. Come out of that timeout, go to a 3-2 zone this time. I don't know what else they can play except maybe a 1-3-1. down the lane driving at Ascar, but he is in a triple team. Kick it out, long three, left side, back of the rim, no good by Basler. The ball tipped around and finally pulled down by the Dogs. They'll quickly rush it up. Owen Gilbert checked back in. Here's Nate Brown as well. Works on the right baseline, goes all the way under the basket. Kick it out, Dane Freed, three, left of the key, no good. Back tapped out of there nicely by Burning to keep the possession alive. Pump fake at the top of the key by Brown. Dump it down low on the baseline. Dane Freed, short corner jumper, no good. Mason Freed, another offensive rebound. Oh, and he does a great job of reversing from left to right to lay it softly and high off the glass as Mason Freed gets two to make it 33-2. We roll under 3 minutes to go here in the first half of play at Jack Butcher Arena. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Tom Bradley. I think hard to believe we are in the second quarter. You may just take a timeout just to substitute.
I think he's just getting some guys in. I think he's trying to get some players in here, which is nice to do here in the first half when you've got a big lead like this, and trying to get some guys in. Probably see some things defensively he wants to do different here, and maybe do some things. Or they got maybe Caden bleeding. They look like they're
had to take him out.
Yeah,
and Alex DeWitt will come back in here for the Dogs. Yeah, he's bleeding down his right leg. He's had a scrape there, but that'll quickly be taken care of by the trainer. Left side, Basler on the left of the key, looking down low, ball poked away in there as well as Reese Petty for the first time tonight. He goes into the backcourt, tried to sneak in from behind, but Reese not sneaky enough. He ends up getting the foul.
Well, you get in there and get a foul. I like it. That's the stuff I used to do, Dave.
You're active, we know. Yeah. Get your name in the book.
Absolutely.
2:30 and counting. 33-2. Bulldogs on top. Drop back to that 2-3 zone around the perimeter. Haig has it between the circles, trying to set up the zone offense. Work it to the left of the key to Basler, to Haig. Bounce pass in the middle. Nobody there but Alex DeWitt. He heads up court. Bounce pass to a cutting Nate Brown, who lays it up and good as the Dogs run the fast break to perfection and score in transition to bump that lead up now to a 35-2 margin.
That's 6 for Nate Brown, Dave.
Bulldogs getting close. They get that 35-point margin, have a running clock here in the second half of play. Working into the corner is Ascar. He'll pass it around the perimeter. Vocus working on the right side. Down low is Basler. His pass again knocked away and stolen. Out of there with it is Petty. Gives it off to Brown. Brown bounced pass down low in the lane. A little turnaround fadeaway shot, no good by DeWitt. And Ascar comes down with the rebound, one of the few here tonight by Washington Catholic. 90 seconds in counting, 35-2. Bulldogs on top here in the first game of Sectional 62 at Jack Butcher Arena. Between the circles against the 2-1-2 zone, working with it is Bogus. He passes to Haig as they play pitch and catch out high. Down as the clock rolls, try to go into the high post. DeWitt with the steal, but couldn't come up with it. And coming back with it is Bogus, and he's going to set the zone offense. The Bulldogs, again, jumping, passing lanes wherever they can out here with this zone being very active. They're just not setting back and keeping them out of the lane. Orleans very good with their feet. Into the high post, working Ascar. Turned away, ball knocked away as Gilbert got a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Owen touched it last. It'll be Cardinal basketball as Jace Hammer, the 6-foot junior, will re-enter the lineup for the Cardinals. Under a minute to go. All Bulldogs here in this first half of play as we expected. Out high, Hank Haig with the basketball. Washington Catholic coming in, averaging only 20 points per ball game. Of course, playing against the third-best team in the state when it comes to defensive average. And, there's Hammer. He had nobody down there. He looked for Saab, but Saab was not posted up to get that, and that's going to be turnover number 16 here in this first half of play. See how aggressive the Dogs want to be in the final 30 seconds, if they'll just take the first available shot, or if they'll hold it for the final shot of this first half of play. Nate Brown, as the Cardinals have dropped back and gone to a man-to-man. Bulldogs pull it out to a 1-4 set. They line up three actually along the baseline and put Petty at the top of the key. Nate Brown running the point out high near the logo L here at Jack Butcher Arena. Down to 8 seconds to go. Gets a screen. Brown, spin move down the lane. Kick it out in the corner. Here's Gilbert. Loads up three from the left side. Hits it with 2 seconds to go. And what a way to end the half. Owen Gilbert draining a long three-pointer from deep in that corner on the left side. And the Bulldogs go to the halftime, leading at 38-2. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jeremy Payton, your Bedford Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Edward Jones and Jeremy Payton is a proud sponsor of high school sports on WUME. For all of your investment needs, call Jeremy Payton or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Springer Insurance is proud to support our Paoli Rams as they work toward a successful season. The hard work that goes into training and preparation is something we truly value. Mark, Daniel, Thomas, and Greg will work with our team at Indiana Farmers Insurance to find the best coverage for your home, auto, farm, or business. Visit us at Springer Insurance in Orleans or call 812-865-3133. We love taking care of customers as much as we love our Rams. Go Rams!
Bulldogs comfortably out in front, and that's an understatement, 38-2 as we begin the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can keep you on track with your goals now and in the future. Dogs came out, applied full-court pressure defense for about the first 5 minutes, created turnover after turnover, which led to easy baskets, and Orleans scored the first 16 points of this game, jumped out 16-0 before Washington Catholic finally got a basket at the 2:15 mark to cut the lead down to 16-2. But then Orleans answered with another 11-0 run, bounced that lead out to 27-2 at the quarter break, and then just continued to pile it on here in this second quarter, even though they did slow down, pulled off the press, and kind of went more to the half-court style, and end up holding WC scoreless in the second quarter of play, and the Bulldogs lead it here at the half, 38-2, as we go through some of the statistics, and of course they will be dominated by the Bulldogs on all aspects here tonight. Orleans 12 rebounds in the first half, 8 of them on the offensive end. Bulldogs have committed only 1 turnover here in the first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for Washington Catholic, they only have 5 rebounds in the first 2 quarters of play, 1 offensive rebound, but they have 16 turnovers as they just have struggled with the pressure from the Orleans, both in the full court and the half court here tonight. And the Bulldogs out in front, 38-2, which will give us a running clock in that second half of play here in the opening game of Class A Sectional 62 at Lagodi High School. When we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, we'll come back, take a look at some of the team and individual stats here for you in the first half of play. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Orleans rolling here in this first half of play, dominating the Washington Catholic Cardinals by a score of 38-2. As we mentioned in the top of the broadcast, this is game number 1 of 2 here tonight. Up next will be Vincent Gervais taking on Medora. And, of course, the winner of that game will play the winner of this game, which looks like to be the defending sectional and state champion Orleans Bulldogs, as they look to move on to that semifinal round come Friday night here at Jack Butcher Arena. Aaron Freed joins me here tonight. Appreciate him taking the opportunity. Bird a little bit under the weather and Aaron able to step in at the last second and help us out. Got some numbers for us there, my friend.
Yeah, Orleans in the first half shot the ball pretty well.
I'd say.
I have it for 17 for 77%, 17 for 24, I believe it was, from 2 point. And then 3-point, 4 for 11 for 33%. The leading scorer is Alex DeWitt with 15 points. Mesa Freed added 2 points. Dane Freed had 5 points, a 3 and a 2. Nate Brown had 6 points on 2-point field goals. Owen Gilbert had 2 threes for 6 points. And Troy Dilley off the bench had 2 field goals for 4 points, and he has 3-pointer for 7 points off the bench for the Bulldogs.
So Dogs getting some good production off the bench, and we've seen a lot of Bulldogs as we thought we would here in the first half of play, which is a good sign.
Good to get everybody in. For Wesley Catholic, I have them for 1 for 2s in the half. They took several threes. They were 0 for 8 from the 3-point line.
Sounds to me like they need to shoot 4 2s.
Well, they're just not. They're not getting anything offensively. That Orleans is turning them over a lot, and then they look like a young team. And now, like Coach said, Washington Catholic coach said before the game, they're playing hard, and I think they're trying to do what they can do, but they're just overmatched in this game.
That they did. Again, an empty possession, 16 of them in that first half for the Washington Catholic Cardinals. We'll continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Cowcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mixed asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Cowcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Cowcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Are you concerned about the economy, interest rates, or current market conditions? For timely information based on sophisticated research, call Raymond James Financial Advisors Jamie Sullivan or Jenny Baker at 812-849-2670. They can discuss your specific needs and provide you with investment choices that make sense for you. Call 812-849-2670 in Mitchell for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange SIPC. Life well planned.
Dogs lead at 38-2 here on the Whitfield Investments halftime report. And I know, Aaron, I did give one stat I know you'll find really outstanding, that there were no ties and no league changes in this first half of play.
Well, after watching the first 90 seconds, I didn't know if we were going to get back on the air, but that was one thing I didn't worry about after that.
Dogs, so Coach Bradley, I think he had him in the locker room, 3 minutes here at halftime?
Yeah, there's not much to say here, but they still will want to play hard.
Right.
And those kids that are off the bench, you know, here's the thing you want to do too that I would be worried about if I was on the coach staff. You don't want to get anybody hurt.
True.
You want to get Alex and some of these guys to get them going here in the first couple minutes, and then get them out, because you're trying to advance, get them to Friday night, get those other kids in that haven't played very much, let them play the second half, and get some experience before we play Friday.
The Dogs up easily, 38-2. We'll come back to wrap up the Whitfield Investments halftime report. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community, one scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
As we wrap up the Whitfield Investments halftime report, give Whitfield Investments a call today, 812-203-2545, to learn more about how West can keep you on track with your goals now and in the future. It'll be Cardinals basketball to start this second half of play. They will be going with Bogus along with Basler. They're a starting five of Askar, Montoya, and Haig. The Dogs also go with their starting five of Nolan Robbins, Alex DeWitt, Mason Freed, Owen Gilbert, and Nate Brown. Dogs in their half-court man-to-man, stolen the midcourt, driving the length of the court, laying it up and good. Nate Brown again. Nate has been doing the job that passed out at the top of that defense and has just proved to be too much for the ball handlers out front for this Washington Catholic Cardinal team. Again, a very young and inexperienced team playing, and though they knew they would be overmatched, but they wanted to see how they would match up against the defending state champs. Ball knocked away underneath from Bogus. There's Mason Freed diving for it down low on the court. Comes up, and you mentioned, though, Aaron, that's one thing that you don't want to see happen. Anybody get hurt.
Right.
But the Dogs, they only know how to play, and that's one speed, and that's full bore, four at it. All right, as we get set to go here. Out front with it, working is Montoya. Montoya with the basketball, comes over on the left side to Basler. Basler looking against the man-to-man. Off the screen on the weak side, nobody there. Dumps it down to Askar. Oh, his shot rejected out of there by Mason Freed. The Dogs come the other way. Alex DeWitt, kind of a control break here for Orleans as they work it over to Nate Brown on the wing. Nate pulls it back out high, dump it to Freed. Mason, give it to Alex DeWitt. Free throw line jumper back to the rim, no good. Rebound Freed. He goes down in traffic, gives it off to Alex. He drives in traffic. His shot would not go. However, he is fouled, and that should put him at the free throw line to shoot one of the few free throws that we've seen here tonight, Aaron.
He's the only one that shot free throws for Orleans, so that one goes.
And I think that was back at the start of the game, the first point of the game.
First part of the game.
Well, there's a free throw up and good by Alex coming in, as Alex at 57%. And, of course, the Dogs have had their, I don't want to say challenges, but their moments at the free throw line. They've had some games when they've been able to knock them down, and some games where they've left some points at the free throw line, and most notably was one of those on Friday night against Brownstown.
Yeah, had chances and left them at the free throw line.
Out high against the man-to-man pressure, working long three by Basler, short, no good. Nate Brown clears off the rebound, brings it down the right sideline, slows it up in the half court, gets a screen. The path opens up straight to the basket, and as Nate gets down there, he and Hammer collide in the paint. And another foul going to be called on Washington Catholic. Not a lot of fouls called in that first half, and already here in less than a couple of minutes, we've had two quick ones on the Cardinals.
The referee's making sure the whistles work second half.
There you go. As the free throw by Brown is up and good. Nate Brown has had another strong night here for the Orleans Bulldogs.
That's his 9th point of the night, Dave.
And it's good to see because Nate has been battling some illness.
Right, he's very sick.
Been a great game to kind of work him, quote, back into shape at least. And he steps up and knocks down a pair of them. Makes it 44-2 as the Bulldogs retreat back to their half court. Interesting to see how long Coach Bradley does go with these starters. I was thinking maybe 3 or 4 minutes at the most.
I was too. That's my thought I had.
Askar double teamed at the high post. Ball knocked away. He gets it back. Now he puts it down, and don't do that because Nate Brown's right there to strip it away. Here's Owen Gilbert driving ahead of the pack, and he lays it up and good. And Owen, again, a nice job starting here late in the season, coming and averaging just over 5 points per ball game. Boost that lead up to 46-2 with 5:20 to go here in this third quarter of play.
8 points for Owen on the night.
Haig works it around the perimeter. The Dogs drop back into a 3-2 zone. Montoya in the corner. Give it up out front to Lopez, who checked in at that last break. Work it right side to Basler into the corner. Montoya's long two, no good. Good weak side rebound. Nate Brown brings it up with a dribble. Hesitation move, dump it off down low. Here's DeWitt. Catches it in one motion, lays it up and good softly off the glass. And Coach Tom Bradley now will make the shift change like you see in hockey. 5 out and 5 in. Probably the last time we'll see that starting 5 for the Bulldogs.
At least until Friday, yes, sir.
There, absolutely. Let me qualify that. This game.
Yes.
For the Dogs, we see Blaze Tolliver. He saw action. Caden Burning saw action. Troy Dilley saw action in that first half. So did Dane Freed and Reese Petty. So The only two yet to get in is Asher Robinson and Lucas Hopper. I'm sure we'll see them later on. Pass in the backcourt, going to be knocked away and stolen. Here comes Dane Freed driving down the right side. His shot comes up short, no good. And on the rebound, coming up with it is Lopez, and Lopez is going to be fouled. And this one will go against the Dogs as Bogus will come back into the ball game.
That foul is on number 10, Reese Petty. That's his second.
Going to give the ball to the Cardinals, the length of the floor to go, as they'll bring it up with their freshman point guard, Hank Haig, working against the Dogs' 2-1-2 zone. Around the perimeter, working between the circles. Lopez has it, fakes right, comes back to the left side with Bogus. Bogus, little jab step move, goes right into a double team. Out front to Haig. Around the perimeter, being very patient here in their zone offense, the Cardinals. Into the corner right side to Bogus. Bogus looking down low. Nobody open, so he has to retreat back out to the spike line and reset it here in the offense for WC. On the right side with it is Basler. Give it up out front to Lopez. Lopez swing it to the left of the key. Bogus launches three. It goes high off the rim, actually at the top of the backboard. Billy going to come down with the rebound. They give it off to Dane, and Freed will bring it into the offensive end. He backs it out to the Lagodi L logo at midcourt. Work it off the Petty high post down the lane. Driving in is Tolliver. Muscled up a shot in traffic and got it.
Nice move there.
That it was.
By Blaze.
Blaze at 6'150" and a junior. Able to get his first points of the night. 50-2 with 3:10 to go in the third. Bogus has it, dribbles in, splits a double team, put it up in traffic, no good. Dane Freed the rebound. He'll outlet pass to Troy Dilly down the left sideline, and the Dogs will slow it up as they get it into the half-court set. Dilly around the perimeter, looking down low, nobody open. Out front to Freed between the circles to Petty on the right side. Cross-court pass, nearly stolen, but Dilly goes up high, gets into the corner. Out front, here's Freed down the lane, a 10-footer by Dane. It goes in and out, no good. And the ball tipped around. Haig has the rebound for the Cardinals. He'll bring it up with the dribble. Rushes it into the offensive end, over to Bogus. Bogus looking down low as the Dogs collapse at 2-3 inside the three-point arc. Round the perimeter, Basler. Give it off to Lopez. On the right side to Haig. Haig between the circles to Bogus. Into the high post. Basler has it. Give it out front. A long two by Lopez. Actually a three. It's off the mark. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. Troy Dilly could not get both hands on it. It'll stay down at the Cardinal end as we get a substitution in. Lane Saul, 6'3", and a senior, saw some action in the first half, comes in for the first time in the third quarter. Again, running clock. Long three, Bogus right of the key off the heel. Tried to go in, but wouldn't. It rolled off, and the rebound pulled down by Dilly. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play at Jack Butcher Arena. Opening game of Class 2A Sectional 62. Pull-up jumper burning from 14 feet, rattled around, would not go, and the rebound cleared off by Basler for the Cardinals. They give it off in the backcourt. Here comes Hank Haig. Dogs again drop back to that 2-3, working with that comfortable lead. Again, they jumped out 16-0 and had a running clock by halftime, which means that third period flying by as we're under 90 seconds to go. Working on the left wing, Lopez has it between the circles to Haig. Haig to Lopez, overloaded on the left side, back to Haig between the circles. His pass is deflected, pulled down though by Bogus. Hook pass into the middle, driving down, a running one-handed by Basler, way off the mark, no good. Rebound by Tolliver. He'll give it up to Dilly, running down the left side, and they'll pull it back out. The Dogs do to reset it in the half court. Cardinals drop back into their 2-3 zone with under a minute to go. Petty, jump pass into the middle. 15-footer Tolliver, rolled in and out, no good. Burning the offensive rebound, no good. Dilly put it up and in. So the Dogs just kept shooting until they made it. And Troy Dilly on the third chance makes it a 52-2 ball game with 40 seconds and counting here in the third quarter of play. Again, the winner moves on to the semifinal round on Friday night. In the corner, Lopez, long three, rims in and out, no good. Dilly, another rebound. Is tough shooting woes here for the Cardinals. Are getting some looks. They're just not going in.
It's not going in tonight.
Dogs will look to hold for the final shot of this quarter, down to 19 seconds. On the baseline driving, I say that here's Tolliver, pushes up a shot in traffic, no good. Rebound quickly down the right sideline. Basler, long lead pass to Bogus. Bogus cut off in the corner, down to 8 seconds. Into the high post. Basler's 15-footer comes up short, no good. And right there, Caden Burning, a nice job of tippy-toeing along the baseline. Give it up to Dane Freed, launches from half court, off the mark, no good. And that's your third quarter of play from Jack Butcher Arena. It's all Bulldogs, 52-2. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Looking for a reliable landline phone service you can trust? With Orange County Fiber, you'll get crystal clear phone service that's perfect for staying connected. Home or business, we've got plans that fit. Bundle with fiber service or home security monitoring and save every month. Count on the local service you already know and trust with Orange County Fiber. Visit us at www.myremc.coop or call 812-865-2229. Simple, dependable service made just for you.
Fourth quarter rolls around. Dogs had the basketball and a huge lead, a 50-point lead at 52-2. Dogs working around against the half-court man-to-man. Dane Freed in there, Troy Dilley. Here's Dane driving down, puts up a circus shot as he was going out of bounds, and Burning got a hand on it, but Caden couldn't corral it. Also joining in there, we see Lucas Hopper for the first time tonight, 6 foot and a sophomore. Number 14, Asher Robinson, 6'3", and a sophomore, as they see their first action. And everybody in the Dogs uniform, as we anticipated, getting some minutes here tonight in the opening game of sectional play.
Good to see everybody get in. Asher and Lucas had real good years on the JV team, so it's good to see them get in, get their first sectional experience.
Now the key is, can we get them in the scorebook?
Absolutely.
So that's what we'll try and do here as we roll down this clock. It's going to be Bogus and Haig joined out there by Hammer. He works it on the right side. Montoya, bounce pass in the lane. Ball knocked away from behind from Ascar. Montoya, though, able to track it down right in front of the Cardinal bench and pass that ball out front to Bogus to reset. Into the high post, looking down low. Basler turns in, nearly lost it. Is coming up quickly as Hopper on him. A little jump hook by Basler in the lane, no good. Burning another strong rebound. Caden, the most minutes he's seen.
He's played really well tonight.
That he has coming off the bench. Robinson works it on the left side. Give it up out front to Burning around the perimeter. Dilly has it. Here's Asher Robinson, the lefty, launches a high arcing three. It is no good. And the rebound cleared out of there by Bogus. 6:30 and counting in the ball game. 52-2 in favor of the Bulldogs. Working against now, the Dogs have gone back to their half-court man-to-man. Bogus on the right side used up the dribble. Finally, Hammer comes out to provide a relief valve. Pass it back on the baseline is Ascar. Ascar working, steps back, couldn't get the shot off. Good closeout that time by Burning on the defensive end. Work it out front to Basler. Gets down to the free throw line, nowhere to go. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Peyton Cat. 6:02 to go. Dogs on top, 52-2. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Tired of slow internet and weak Wi-Fi? Get connected with Orange County Fiber, your local reliable fiber internet service. With powerful parental controls, device prioritization, and built-in cybersecurity, your whole family can browse, stream, and game with confidence. And that's not all. Some plans even include indoor and outdoor cameras or video doorbells for extra peace of mind. Call Orange County Fiber at 812-865-2229. Fast, safe, and smart internet for your home or business.
On the baseline after the timeout. Here's a long three launch by Bogus, and he is finally able to get one to drop. So first score since the 2:15 mark of quarter number one for WC. Out high, the Bulldogs going to work it in their half-court man-to-man offense. Around the perimeter, Dilly along with Dane. Freed to the high post of Burning. Down low to Tolliver. Kick it out in the corner to Freed. Dane fakes a three. Skip it down the lane. Dilly cuts in, gets the pass, launches a 15-footer and put it up and in. Nice job on that short jumper by Troy Dilly. 54-5 as we roll under 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Working on the right side. Ascar has it into the corner. Bogus calling out for some teammates to help him. The Dogs staying in their half-court man-to-man. They jumped out early here and put this game away in the first 3 minutes, and driving in is Bogus, but a good job right there by Lucas Hopper to cut off his path to the basket. So Hopper able to just knock the ball out of bounds. We see checking back in Blaze Tolliver along with Reese Petty. And Dane Freed, Troy Dilly will go out. Probably be the 5 that Coach Bradley goes with for the rest of the game. In the lane, here's Ascar, muscling it up and in a double team. One of the better offensive plays of the night for this team from Washington Catholic, as Abu Ascar able to get that basket to go. He averages 4 on the year. He's 6'2", and the lone senior that starts on this ball club at his free throw up and good, as he actually got a three-point play. The best offensive play and series of the night so far on that possession by Washington Catholic. On the right side, Robinson around the perimeter to Tolliver, to Petty, down low on the baseline. Burning has the ball poked away, but a foul going to be called. Jace Hammer just a little bit too close for Comfort down there, trying to reach around and poke it away, and did so right in front of the official.
That's his Hammer's third and the first of the quarter for the Cardinals.
Substitutions, as checking back in will be Lane Saab, number 4. Also Santiago Lopez, number 22, and also back in Hank Haig. There's a jumper put up and in. Caden Burning on that short corner, able to get his shot to drop in some traffic, as the Bulldogs now continue to stretch out this lead. And down low, the ball tipped away loose. Stolen coming out of there with it on the dribble. Down the right sideline is Tolliver. Tolliver gives it off to Robinson. The free throw line jumper by Petty, and he knocks it down. So Reese Petty able to do the job to make it now a 58-8 ball game here on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Out high working on the right side is Santiago Lopez into the high post to Basler. Kick it out front to Haig. Haig with the dribble. Dogs stay in their half-court man-to-man, leading by 50. As working it on the right side, Lopez to the high post. But down the lane goes Ascar. His shot is off the back of the rim, no good. And again, all Dogs underneath. At that time, Burning another rebound. Here's Asher Robinson, pull up 15-footer right baseline. And Asher able to get his name in the scoring book. That'll be one he remembers, his first sectional points of his career. And it's 60-8 in favor of the Dogs. 2:50 and counting here. Dogs looking to move on to the semifinal round. Well, they will play the winner of tonight's second game. And there's a bad pass by Haig. And tried to get it over to Hammer, who set a screen. Instead, he ran away from it. That's turnover number 21. Dogs move it into the offensive end. Bador and Reve the next game up. And driving baseline is Blaze Tolliver. And Tolliver, a nice little short jumper off the glass to make it 62-8. And we're going to get another quick substitution coming in here for the Cardinals of Washington Catholic. As we see number 21, Basler, the sophomore, will re-enter the lineup. And also coming back in will be Lane Saab, number 4. As also quick substitution working on the right side as we see Francisco Pascal check in as well, another senior. The only 2 seniors in this team. Down low in the lane, turning, trying to put a shot up in traffic as Ascar. And a good job by Burning along with Hopper down there to tie him up for the jump ball.
Yeah, Lucas come over and helped with the double team there when he saw Burning get in front of Burning, and Lucas come over and stopped the double team there, got the double team.
Out high, trying to get it in. Oh, a nice play on that inbounds play. Tolliver with the clean steal to Burning ahead to a cutting Robinson, who lays it up and good. So the Dogs able to score in transition as they go length of the court that time to make it 64-8 with 1:35 to go in the ball game. Working out front is Haig with the dribble. He'll give it up out front to Montoya. Nearly stolen again out front by the quick hand of Tolliver. Finally getting it under himself and setting it up. Working over there is driving in. Basler down in the lane, put it up in traffic. Soft jump shot would not go. Tolliver has the rebound out on the run. He'll slow it up in the offensive end. And we get a foul out high as being aggressive, trying to come up with the steal, was one of the defenders for the Cardinals, and I believe it's going to be on Hank Hague, number 12, and it is.
That's his first. The team second to the quarter.
And we see Tony LaGrange come in. He's 6'1" and a sophomore, and Coach Cat clearing his bench as well as Derek Rizia comes in for the first time. Rizia is 5'9" and a freshman. As players that go out, the seniors get a nice hand from their crowd across the way. And Lucas Halter, 6'2" and a junior, as he will replace Abdu Asghar, the second senior, playing in his final game for the Cardinals. Minute remaining in the ball game on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Robinson give it off to Burning, lob it down low in the lane. Here's Hopper. He tried to muscle up a shot. He got bumped by LaGrange, but no foul called. Cardinals come out with the loose basketball. Hague will bring it up. Dogs stay in their half-court man-to-man, working with that huge lead here tonight. Be one of the better defensive stops of this year for Orleans. Again, as we mentioned, they come in ranked number 3 when it comes to defensive average at 37.7. As we get another foul here on Hopper to stop play for just a second, but the clock continues to roll. The inbounds pass going to be deflected by Asher Robinson. And with a running clock, that's some of your best plays when you can do that to keep it out like that.
Yeah, you want to keep it in bounds.
Basler looking, lob it in, out to the top of the key to Hague. Hague works down on the right side. Nowhere to go for Arezia. Eddie has the ball knocked away and stolen. Who else but the Dogs come out with it? And the Dogs will run out the final second of the ball game, and they will win it here as they win and advance to the opening game of the Class A Sectional 62 Sectional at Jack Butcher Arena as the Dogs win it easily, 64-8. We'll come back, begin the Buddies Food and Fuel post-game show. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat low-fill insulation system makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat insulation system by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
The Dogs, no problem, as we anticipated here tonight with the Washington Catholic Cardinals, who have not won a game in regular season and wrap up one and done here in the postseason to end up 0-23 on the year. The win for the Bulldogs gives them win number 19 on the season, but most importantly, a win that advances them to the semifinal round on Friday night here at Jack Butcher Arena. They await the winner of Vincennes Reveille and Medora. As we begin the Buddies Food and Fuel postgame show, Buddies Food and Fuel on North Gospel Street in Paoli. The Dogs jumped out to a 16-0 lead. They started out with their full court press that the Cardinals could not handle. They kept turning the ball over, and in fact, it was just a chore at times to get it across the 10-second line. WC finally scored their first and only basket in the second half at the 2:15 mark, and then the Dogs would go on an 11-0 run to close out the quarter to lead at 27-2. The Dogs pitch a shutout in the second and third quarters here tonight, leading at 38-2 at the half, and built it up to 58-2 at the end of 3. But finally, a bucket at the 5:53 mark ends that drought for WC. But by that time, the outcome had already been determined. And the Dogs coast to the victory here tonight, 64-8 on the Buddies Food and Fuel post-game show. As the Dogs, they just completely dominated every aspect of this ball game. They ended up with a total of 27 rebounds. Of those 27, 9 were on the offensive glass. And for WC, they only had 11 rebounds and only 1 second chance opportunity. And again, turnovers a big issue here tonight for the Washington Catholic Cardinals. They committed 23 turnovers here in the ball game. Again, those 16 of them coming in the first half of play. As the Bulldogs coast to the victory here tonight, 64-8 over the Washington Catholic Cardinals. We'll come back with the Buddies Food and Fuel postgame show. Take a look at some of the team and individual stats in this Bulldogs win. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home, protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
A Bulldogs win in the opening game of Sectional 62 Class A here at Jack Butcher Arena, and they move on to the semifinal round come Friday night. Await the winner of Vincennes Reveille and Medora. Aaron Freed busy with the calculator here. What kind of numbers you have here as we have the Buddies Food and Fuel post-game show continue?
Well, I finished the Bulldogs from 2-point range. Big factor tonight. They were 28 of 42 for the game for 66%. A lot of those were layups and just breakaways on the
high
turnovers.
Percentage shots, weren't they? Yeah.
Right. Some of those in the first half, you remember, I didn't like some of them. I thought we were taking too many threes. 4 of 12 from the three-point line for 33%. And they were 6 of 7 from the free throw line for 85%. For the total scoring for Orleans, Alex DeWitt had 19 for the Bulldogs. And then he was followed by Troy Dilley, who had 11. Owen Gilbert had 8. Nate Brown also was double figures with 10. Dane Freed, who finished with 5. Caden Burney had 4. Asher Robinson had 4. And Mason Freed had 2 for the Bulldogs.
That adds up to 64, and that was enough to win. Just a tough night, though, for an overmatched Cardinal team.
Yeah, it was a tough night for them. Like I told you earlier, give credit to them. They played hard the whole time. They're just playing some young kids. And Tom's team's playing defensively is a tough way to go. It was going to be hard for them to score. When you have trouble scoring anyway, it'll be for a long night.
That it was, and it was, unfortunately, for Washington Catholic, a long night here to open up sectional play as the Bulldogs able to come up with the victory here tonight. Again, 64-8 was your final as the Buddies Food and Fuel postgame show continues. Again, all the numbers skewed over to the side of the Orleans Bulldogs as they are able to win it easily, 64-8, and prevail and move on to the semifinal round, which was the ultimate goal here tonight, win and advance.
To survive and advance, get to Friday night, and you knew, like you said earlier in the pregame, you had to win 3 games against some good teams, and we're here. And you just got to keep playing and take it one by one and see what you can do.
Yeah, 1 down and 2 more to go, hopefully, here for the Dogs as they look to put themselves in that championship game, of course, on Saturday night. And when you do that, well, you give yourself a chance to win, and that's all you can ask for.
That's all you can ask for. You're trying to get to Saturday, and then, as we've seen before, anything can happen in a sectional championship. And once you get out of this sectional, I think you have a good chance to make a run in a state situation.
Well, we see Coach Tom Bradley able to come over here and join us, and we'll have Aaron give up his headset here real quick to the coach and see exactly what they have to do here and get him up and in. So got to come over a couple of bleachers, but we'll get him lined up and ready to go here. And, of course, won't keep him long. Not much to really to talk about here, unfortunately. But, Coach, again, you came out. We talked about in the pregame. You just had to come out, play your game, and that's exactly what you did here tonight.
Well, I thought so. We had them outmanned as it showed on the court there, and they did a nice job in terms of trying to run their stuff and so forth. But our quickness, our size, I think got to them a little bit.
And you came out and you established yourself early, jumping out to that 16-0 lead.
Yeah, we were going to press early. You never know. You know what I mean, Dave? You got to get your feet moving. You got to get into the game, and that's kind of why we did that at the beginning there, the first 4 minutes of going out and press and just kind of getting into the game a little bit. And then from there on, just kind of played in the half court, mixed it up between 2-3 zone and man-to-man, and pretty solid for the most part. Not many turnovers, I don't think. I think we had 2 in the first half. I don't know how many we ended up with, but thought we did a pretty good job on that.
Yeah, I think you had under 5. So that was a good.
That's something late there.
And a game like that, it can get out of hand. It gets sloppy at times.
Right. But all in all, I was happy with how it went. I'm going to praise Catholic because those kids. We had some breakaways, and those kids just stopped and made sure they didn't get up under us or anything like that. They were all very nice. The coaching staff were just tremendous. It was his first sectional that he had been in, and he was talking about it. And he said, "I'm feeling this a little bit."
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But they were all really, really nice, and they got a good school community over there. And I know they weren't happy with how the game ended up, but I want to pat them on the back for the way they played and the way they took the contest.
Yeah, they played hard the whole game. I mean, they did not back down at all.
No, they did not, and that's something good to see. But from us, I thought that was something that we did a pretty nice job of. We didn't force a whole lot of stuff. We shared the basketball really well, and played kind of the game that we was hoping we could come out and be able to just be solid.
Right. And you were from beginning to end, and got great play, I thought, off your bench as well. You did not drop off at all.
No, we did a really nice job coming off the bench there and giving the guys a lot of chances to play. And you never know, this next game we may be using the same rotation. And so you kind of get those jitters out of those guys that may normally not get in that early in a game.
Took the first step of 3 that you need to take, and that's always a big one.
That's always a big one. And, that's just you always kind of a little nervous on that.
Right,
you
absolutely.
are, and no matter who you're playing. And we came out, and I didn't see any jitters out of us, which was good. And now we get an opportunity to sit back and watch 2 teams play here that one of these 2 we're going to be playing on Friday night, and that's exactly where we want to be.
Coach Bradley, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the win, and best of luck Friday.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Head coach Tom Bradley, the victorious Orleans Bulldogs. They win at 64-8 to advance to the semifinal round on Friday night. We'll come back to wrap up the Buddy's Food and Fuel postgame show. You're listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ.
Need a quick bite or cold drink or fuel for the road? Head to Betty's Food and Fuel, right across from Walmart at 656 North Gospel Street in Paoli. We're locally owned and operated and open Monday through Saturdays from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 6 to 10 p.m. Enjoy competitive gas, daily food specials, a hot deli, fresh wraps, salads, and cold sandwiches. Need an ATM or lottery ticket? We have both. Find us on Facebook at Betty's Food and Fuel. For questions, call 812-203-0227. Betty's Food and Fuel, the one-stop shop.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dogs win in advance. That's the name of the game here in postseason play. And, of course, as we talked about, Aaron, in the pregame show, and we mentioned it several times, the Bulldogs just completely dominated and overmatched this team from Washington Catholic.
Yeah, you're always a little nervous because anything can happen in a sectional, and we've talked about that. But I think Orleans came out with the right focus, and they just kind of got on them early. You said start the game 16-0 lead. And then you just kind of built from there. And like Coach said in the post game, give Catholic a lot of credit for playing hard, but they were just outmatched tonight.
I guess maybe we can call it a business-like performance for the Dogs.
It really was a business-like performance. You got everybody in, you advanced to Friday night, and nobody got hurt.
That's right. That was a key in this ball because that's always in the back of your mind. And I know it can be a delicate situation for a coach. Okay, how long do I leave this guy in? How long do I leave that guy in? And the good news is, though, the Dogs never got themselves into foul trouble where they put themselves in any bad situation.
No bad situations tonight. Just keep everybody healthy. You know, they ran their stuff and got some good looks when they needed to. They were able to turn Washington Catholic over, got some easy looks. Washington Catholic played hard, but they just, like I said, they were just outmanned from the start.
That it was, as Aaron mentioned, 16-0 lead, and the Dogs never looked back. Got a running clock right before half, so the second half went by fast as the Dogs close it out with an impressive 64-8 victory. As we wrap up the Buddy's Food and Fuel post-game show, Buddy's Food and Fuel on North Gospel Street in Paoli. My friend Aaron Preet, thanks for joining us tonight. Had a good time, even though it was a blowout win.
Dave, I always appreciate the job you do, and appreciate you asking me, and glad to help. I hope we still have some listeners after I do a game, but I really appreciate being here and helping you when you need it. And good luck to Paoli tomorrow as they start their sectional. Had a great year and should be interesting. Up in Salem.
It'll be a fun time, that is for sure. Aaron, thanks, and we'll wish the Bulldogs best of luck. Of course, we don't know if we'll be able to follow them any more this year or not. It all depends on how things play. But as Aaron mentioned, our next broadcast will be tomorrow night from Brooks Memorial Gymnasium on the Everett Dean Court as the Paoli Rams get their first taste of postseason play, as they will be a rematch with the Crawford County Wolfpack, a team that they defeated easily on Friday night. But again, it's sectional play, and that means anything can happen. Again, that will be a 7:30 game. We'll be on the air with our pregame around 7:10 tomorrow evening, so join us then for Rams basketball in sectional play. Here tonight, though, the Dogs take care of business early and put themselves out in front, never let Washington Catholic have an inkling that they were going to let them in this ball game, and the Bulldogs win it 64-8. As always, I want to thank all of our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you Bulldogs basketball tonight and throughout the entire season. A big thank you as well to our engineer and producer back at the studio tonight. That's been Melissa Wall. And most of all, thanks to you for listening. For Aaron Freed, I'm Dave Dedrick. You've been listening to Bulldogs basketball on Mix 95.3 and Gold 98.7 WSEZ. Good night, everybody.
This coverage of high school sports on Mix 95.3 WUME has been made possible by our incredible community sponsors: Indoor Lumber, Buddy's Food and Fuel, Cave and Cal Car Quarries, Gilman Skount Funeral Home, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, Hoosier Hardware, In Focus Eye Care, Jeremy Payton Edward Jones, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC and Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Paoli Health and Living Community, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Summers Singles Guttering, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Springer Insurance, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Whitfield Investments, and the Orange County Community Foundation.